And welcome back to another episode of Wall of Fabric 5, where today we're going to be waiting on tungsten nuggets, probably among other things. So I think last episode, which was recorded a couple of hours before this one, we started processing our tungsten using this, which is pretty slow, but until we get the implosion compressor, I think it's actually the fastest way we can do it. Once we have the implosion compressor, it's significantly faster. But to get that explosion compressor, we're going to need 16 blast things. Now, we've got certainly enough tiny dust for this, but if we wanted to craft these blast-proof casings, and we need 16 of them, we're short 2,000 tungsten nuggets. Yes. That is a lot of tungsten nuggets. We've got everything else, but it really is just these tungsten nuggets. So this is going to take a while to process all of these. Really wish I'd set this up earlier. We could go the route of extending and having more electric compressors, but I think I'm going to leave it running and let's have a look at something else. Let's look at the Dark Enchanter. Now, there's like a whole setup thing you do with this. We can take that off. I've started even looking at upgrading the paxil, because that could be kind of neat. And actually, let's do that. So we've got our netherite paxil. There's a couple of reasonably cheap upgrades. I'm going to go for 3x3 mining. We're going to go for tunneling. And we're going to get a vacuum upgrade, which should be cool. There is also a unbreakability upgrade, which would be very nice. And it's a little bit of netherite and a nether star. So I think... Oh, we could almost... I mean, we're not getting any of this matter stuff. A block of nether stars. You can make a beacon base out of blocks of nether stars. Oh. Could be kind of cool. But anyhow, let's craft this block of iron. Get ourselves 3x3 mining. We will get ourselves tunneling. I don't actually know what that does. We will get ourselves a vacuum upgrade. I'm assuming we can stack all these. And then I think this is just like a workbench thing. So, no, it's not. Well, how do we put stuff on here? Oh, you just shift right click and it opens up. Okay, cool. 3x3. Oh, you pick tunneling or 3x3. You could put on the vacuum, and then I guess you could put like the stripping, paving. Don't really care about those upgrades. That's probably it, right? Tunnelability would be nice. And we could go and get some more netherite in the nether. Would probably be not a bad use of stuff. Now that didn't 3x3 mine. How do we activate? Oh, do you have to... hold right click. It's not actually as good as I thought it was going to be. I was hoping for like fast upgrades. What does the tunnel do? Is it 3x3 as well? It does that. Well, that's much less impressive. Yeah, I was hoping for almost like Instamine 3x3. That's kind of dumb. That is kind of dumb. I'm kind of a little bit disappointed about that. Maybe we don't. We don't muck around with that then. That doesn't seem that cool. Let's go for Dark Enchanting though. I think that'll be quite nice. Let's not worry about those paxils. So with Dark Enchanter, it needs some crying obsidian. Now we can't make that. Oh, we have to go and mine it. Alright, and that generates in the end. Interesting. I know we get it from like the nether portals out in the wild. So maybe I'll do a little bit of adventuring, see if we can't find enough to craft this, and then I think we also need a whole bunch for going around the outside of it. Is kind of how it works. Then we put bookshelves or something on it. Well, I've been flying around for a bit, and I've certainly found a lot of cool things, like a giraffe. G'day, mate. Found an artifact that gives us fire damage, and we can actually, I think... Can we put that on? Yes, we can. We now do fire damage, which may or may not be a good thing. I didn't really need this knife, but I got it. Yeah. Oh, and the knockback. Actually, maybe we'll have knockback over fire damage. But just not finding a lot of crying obsidian, so I don't think the overworld is a great place to find it. I think like the fortress things, the bastion things with pigs in them, or the piglins, that might be a better approach. And yeah, I don't think the terrain's ever been generated out here. I think the server's having to generate stuff. Well, been flying around the nether for a bit, and have not yet found a bastion. Now, I don't know if it's in this version of, well, in this mod pack, but I think I remember there being big crying obsidian areas in the end. These are not bastions, these are like a boss that I definitely don't want to go and try and fight. I don't want to try and fight a ghast either. A little bit of lag makes it pretty difficult to deflect attacks. Yeah, no, let's not let's not try that. So maybe we head to the end instead. And we might get some cool loot flying around there as well. Yeah, just really want some crying obsidian. And we are not very strong, we die very easily. This is a cool biome, haven't seen this one before. Ember Bog. Oh, this is Quartz Desert. Interesting. I don't know what this thing is. But it does look kind of like it might be a boss. Obsidian altar. Yeah, that looks like a boss. Let's not investigate that just now. Now, these pants that have impact are actually pretty dangerous out here in the end, because if I push shift, it shoots me down towards the ground, and I use... Might as well grab this while we're here. I actually use... Actually, we should use Silk Touch on those ores. I use Shift R to start recording, so I might accidentally fall into the void. We do have this void charm, though. So that should save me at least once. Now, hey, is this mushroom stem? White mushroom stem. It's not quite the same thing. But yeah, there's all sorts of... Oh, yeah, no, he... I'm lucky he did not one-shot me. He was not friendly. And rainbow slimes, I know that they hurt. Let's not deal with them. And now I stop recording without falling into the void. Oh yeah. Crying obsidian is very easy to get. So apparently this biome is a tall, dark amaranth forest. Which I kind of doubt, because I don't see any tall, dark amaranths. Which I assumed is a tree. No. Why is he angry? That was... I don't know why he was angry. But he's gone now. He's gone now. Maybe I'll just mine this. I think I've probably got enough. We got that many. 1 dark enchanter. Nice. And we can make a table upgrade for dark enchanting. Now, I've never used these, so I'm not entirely sure how we figure out, if you didn't already know how these worked, how you figure out how they work, I guess. I don't think there's a read Oh, there's dark utilities, dark enchanting. Okay, there's 3 different things. A dark conduit, which we can't really make just a matrix fish. Interesting. I don't think we can quite make this yet. Let's just try it out. So, yes. So bookshelf discount is 0% repair cost. So if we were to put, say, this in here, we could give it efficiency 5 and it would cost us 360 XP. That's not bad. We could add soulbound. That's pretty expensive. That's steadfast. I don't think we really need that. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so we could upgrade our efficiency. With our sword, we could disenchant it. And now it's got smite 1. I say we can't really fully disenchant it. I don't actually need this sword. It's more this thing. But you can't get like, whoops, damage stuff. I mean, we might as well go for efficiency 5. Sure. Cool. If we were to chuck the sword on here, there's lots of things we could get. We'd want to get rid of smite and go for like sharpness 5 and looting 3, and that's way too much experience. And then I'm breaking 3, and then we'd say, oh, we definitely want mending. Do we want berserk? I can't remember what that does. Maybe. So we wouldn't have enough experience to do this. That's quite a lot. But I think, whoops, we could at least get rid of smite. And there we go, we got rid of smite. That's kind of handy. And we'd want, like, sharpness 5, we could get... Sure. Sharpness 5. That's kind of neat. Now, let's have a look at a different enchantment. So there's discounts you can get. So let's say we wanted looting. It's going to be 9,700. I think if we were to get some crying obsidian, some of that, and somehow we use this table upgrade as well. We want some bookshelves. Does putting crying obsidian underneath give us a bonus? So bookshelf discount is nothing. So it didn't actually do anything. Okay, and then if we use this table upgrade, oh, this upgrades a vanilla enchanting table. Okay, so we didn't need to make one of these. All right. I misunderstood. Now, I might just quickly Google how we do this, but I think we make like a square of crying obsidian around this. So we're going to want this to not be here. All right. So yes, this is pretty straightforward. I just decided to chuck this not really in the base. It doesn't quite go with the factory. So we'll do something like this. And then we chuck our crying obsidian around the outside. And this will get us a 20% discount once we do this. And there is another ring you can put around the outside, but that needs those soul conduit things, which are going to be pretty hard for us to get right at the moment. That's a 7% discount. That is, it may have been nerfed in the pack. Or do we need to put that there? Is that the trick? No, it's still 7%. Huh. Which I guess is better than nothing, but we definitely don't have that much experience. So probably the main thing I'm kind of looking for is being able to upgrade our armor and get better protection. See, that's pretty good. Yeah, and then unbreaking would be nice, but that's very expensive. So at least upgrading to get more protection is kind of nice. We don't have a lot of experience. Why is projectile protection so expensive? Yes, interesting. So now we're kind of at the point where we really need experience. I really don't need that table upgrade. They can despawn. Yeah, I guess we could make the second ring around this, but yeah, I don't have the stuff for making the other bits and pieces. Now, deep mob learning is potentially the way I'd go to get more experience. If we set up... actually, it's DML, isn't it? If we set up the simulation chamber, we can get heaps of that pristine, or this matter. Actually, not pristine matter, this matter. And we can consume this to give us experience. So Striker did this. And if we wanted to set that up, we would just need polymer clay. I think clay is the only thing we don't like automatically get from anywhere. We could set up some create stuff to automate our clay though. But I don't think there's like a... Oh! We can just turn sand straight into clay in a mixer. That's very easy. Alright, a simulation chamber. Just had to go and get some cactus. And apparently... no, we can't craft 500. Can we craft like 256 clay? We can. It's actually not too bad in terms of clay, and that crafts really fast. That's cool. So there's a bunch of this clay. I think we should be able to just hook this straight up to the system. I think we're doing okay on power, but we're definitely starting to... Oh, you don't connect automatically. We're definitely starting to hit the limit of transfer sometimes. And I don't know if that's just cables or what the story is. Wow. We actually don't generate a lot of power. I was expecting that to just zoom up. Well, at least those cables don't transfer a lot of power. Now, I think we still have a data model left. I am wrong. We don't have any data models. Which one would be good? Now, we want something we're going to get useful materials out of. Obviously, slime's kind of good. Overworld, pristine matter. Oh. Yes. I'm currently wearing a cowboy hat. I found it in the desert. But wait, now, overworld pristine matter. Bound to overworld mobs. Need the overworld data model. Ah, interesting. And wait. What does that get us? That gets us like creeper drops, zombie drops, spider drops. So there's like gunpowder bones, redstone glowstone from the witch, ender pearls. That's actually kind of cool. Rotten pristine matter would get us just zombie stuff. Probably not great. Spooky and scary, so skeletons, the wither skeleton one could be nice. End pristine matter. Ender pearls, shocker shells. Emeritus pristine matter. Now I doubt we can craft one of those things from Illager. Probably gets us like saddles, emeralds, totems, probably. That's probably not that great. I might just go for... That one could be good. We get blaze rods and stuff. Can we craft that? Can we craft another data model? No, we need ghast tears. Let's go for an overworld one. Cool. Now, in the old version of deep mob learning, you couldn't put this into the simulation chamber and have it work. But I don't know if that's still the case. Insert a basic data model or better. All right. That makes sense. That makes sense. We'll let that charge up. I will go find some overworld mobs, and I think we can have this here. It's kind of the middle of the day. And it's pretty easy to level up a data model when so many different mobs count. So I think this should be the last one we need. There we go. Should have gotten us a basic tier. Cool, we can shoot home now. Now I actually have to be pretty careful with this jetpack. I've come close to dying a couple of times. because I didn't have the rubber boots on. I hear somebody coming. Out of there. Out of there. And now we can chuck the starter model straight into that simulation chamber, and it will start generating us experience and pristine matter. And it drains 100 E a tick. I don't know if that's a lot. I'm not quite sure what the conversion ratio is between E and EU. But, cool. Then we get one of these, and we can get a little bit of experience. And that is also going to start leveling up the starter model. So eventually you could make like whatever the top tier is of the keys, and we would probably die because it would be way too hard. But that should be cool. And then I think I'll just set up perhaps some hoppers. I might even move this, set up some hoppers, craft a bunch of clay, and we can leave that running and generating a whole bunch of experience for us. Oh, and we got a first pristine matter. I was just doing a little bit of final tidy up. I am curious to see what do we get. What do we get from that pristine matter? I must have put the loot fabricator away. Loot fabricator is there. I mean, I guess it would make sense if that lived over here somewhere. Temporary. What do we actually get out of overworld matter? Yeah, that's kind of what I expected, actually. But hey, that's going to take a while. We will leave that running overnight. We'll leave our tungsten processing overnight, and we'll come back in next episode, and maybe we'll have the tungsten to carry on and create that implosion thing. That would be cool. But anyway, it's been ClassicDuff. Thanks for watching. Come back next time for some more Wall of Fabric 5. See ya.